Attorneys representing a faith-based pregnancy center and other religious groups filed a lawsuit last month in federal court against the state of New York to challenge a law they say could force them to hire employees who disagree with their core mission. In November, New York enacted a law referred to as the Boss Bill that prohibits employers from enforcing codes of conduct or statements of belief about certain, quote, reproductive health care decisions, including abortion and contraceptives. The law offers no exceptions for religious employers. The lawsuit filed by Alliance Defending Freedom attorneys on behalf of pro-life organizations, including Compass Care Pregnancy Services and National Institute of Family and Life Advocates, seeks to challenge this law in federal court. Joining us now from Atlanta is Denise Harle, legal counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom. Denise, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Can you explain to our viewers what exactly does this law New York passed do?
Well, all Americans should be free to live and work according to their beliefs without having to fear unjust punishment from the government. But the state of New York has decided that it's going to force churches and pro-life faith-based organizations to hire people that don't agree with their core mission and beliefs, and that's unconstitutional.
But isn't this a violation of religious liberty and the First Amendment?
Absolutely. And the Supreme Court case law on that is very clear. The Supreme Court has said over and over again that government hostility towards people of faith is unconstitutional and has no place in a free society. The Supreme Court's also told us that state governments can't tell churches how to operate in terms of their faith and their own internal codes of conduct. But this New York law would actually force churches to violate their own beliefs and would forbid any sort of faith-based organization from even having an internal moral code of conduct.
And what about Catholic schools and hospitals in New York? How could this impact them?
This would affect Catholic schools and hospitals, any faith-based organization, any organization that has moral principles that relate to what New York calls reproductive health decisions. And we don't even know how broad that might stretch, but that could mean teachings on marriage and sexuality. That could mean teachings on reproduction and contraception and abortion. This is going to affect a wide range of employers and organizations, and that's why we filed a lawsuit to strike the law down.
Denise, this law comes after New York passed some of the most permissive abortion laws in the country. What do you think the state is trying to accomplish?
You're right. This is the third in a row of very pro-abortion laws that New York has passed. It's clear that New York is demeaning pro-life views and trying to force its own pro-abortion views on everyone. And that's not what America's about. We are allowed to tolerate good faith differences of opinions, and we are supposed to have religious freedom, free speech, and free association. But New York is so pro-abortion that it's trying to impose this burden upon people who have deep religious objections to abortion.
Can you tell us about the work of Compass Care Pregnancy Services and the other groups behind this lawsuit?
You bet. Our client, Compass Care, is a pregnancy care center, which, as you may know, is one of thousands across the country that is doing great work in loving and supporting women who are facing unplanned pregnancies and helping them choose life for their babies and offering them material support, emotional support, spiritual resources, social services, and they do all of it for free. They're a charity. Our other client is First Bible Baptist Church, which is a Bible-believing church that also doesn't believe in abortion. So these are organizations that are doing good in the community. They are nonprofits, and they have every right to live according to their beliefs and make sure that the people that work there also are in accordance with those same biblical, religious, faith-based beliefs.
And do you think, Denise, that this challenge will be successful?
We do. We're very optimistic. You know, it was only last year the Supreme Court in Masterpiece Cake Shop said that state government hostility towards people of religious faith is unconstitutional and violates the First Amendment. And that's exactly what New York is doing in this bill. It's also violating the free association rights, where the Supreme Court has said over and over again, Americans have the right to associate with who they want. This law would actually force pro-life pregnancy centers like Compass Care to hire abortion advocates to counsel women for abortion, which is the very opposite of their core mission. So we are very confident. We've already asked the federal district court, to go ahead and strike down this law on its face.
Denise Harle, Legal Counsel, Alliance Defending Freedom. Thank you so much, Denise.
Thank you.